Robin.
That is much of the concern, Matt, but there are new details on that Pfizer vaccine. The results of the trial promising, but there could be challenges getting the treatment out to the public. Steve Osunsami joins us now from Atlanta with more on that for us. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. Pfizer said it has a stockpile of this medicine ready to go as soon as the government says it's okay. In the race this morning to help heal the world, drug maker Pfizer and a German partner appear to be leading, saying that the early results show that their new coronavirus vaccine could be as good as 90% effective. Financial markets around the world went soaring after the good word.
As a vaccine, it's more than 90% effective, which is extraordinary and will play a major role in what the outcome of this is going to be.
Pfizer is now planning to ask for FDA emergency use authorization of this new medicine as soon as next week for first responders like doctors and nurses and for at-risk groups like seniors. Pfizer says at first there's only enough medicine for 25 million people worldwide. Dr. Anthony Fauci says that people getting the first shots could get them by December. Moving the drug across the world won't be easy. The vaccine is 2 doses, 3 weeks apart, and it has to be stored well below freezing, a huge challenge for shipping companies and local pharmacies.
Your CVS's, your Walgreens, they do have solutions in place already to schedule. It's not going to help if just the big box chains are the only ones that have these technologies.
Pfizer has set up 350 large freezers to store millions of doses of the vaccine. Once the government gives the okay, the company says that chartered flights will rush vaccines across the U.S. within 3 days for those early groups, possibly at the height of shipping season for the holidays. Dr. Victoria Smith is one of the heroes who helped get us here. She agreed to join the human trials and says she is happy to help bring an end to the pandemic.
Was an African-American female, knowing that this disease was affecting African-Americans and people of color disproportionately, I also wanted to be part of the race to a cure, or not so much a cure, but something that could help prevent COVID-19.
There are many people this morning questioning why Pfizer couldn't have shared this welcome news before the election, but the drug maker says that it only saw these early results a few days ago, and they underline that they don't accept government funding for their research because they're trying to keep the politics out of their science. George?
Okay, Steve, thanks. Let's bring back Dr. Ashish Jha, the Dean of the Brown University School of Public Health. Good morning, Dr. Jha. Thanks for coming back again this morning. And let's start with the vaccine. 90% effective, if it holds up, is a very powerful result.
Yeah, good morning, George. Thanks for having me on. Absolutely. Better than I was expecting. I thought we were going to get to 60 or 70 if we got lucky. 90% would be really terrific, would make a big difference.
And then how long, if this holds up, will it take before we see widespread distribution?
Yeah, even under the best of circumstances, I think January, February is when we're going to get high-risk people getting vaccinated, and majority of Americans probably March through May or June. So we're still many months away from most of us being able to get vaccinated.
So really prevention for the next bad season. Meantime, what do you make of this new antibody treatment that's been approved by the FDA?
I think it's great. I think it's 2 thoughts on it. First of all, again, it looks like if you give it to people early, it has the potential to make a big difference. The problem, George, is we only have tens of thousands of doses of this, and 100,000 people are getting infected every day. I wish we had invested in the same way that we did on vaccines on making millions of doses of this medicine. We just didn't do that over the summer when we should have.
You just mentioned that figure, 100,000 people getting infected every day. I was startled to see that you believe the actual number could be multiples higher than that?
Yeah, I think that's undoubtedly the case. Because our testing is so inadequate and we're missing so many people, my best guess is that between 300,000 and 400,000 Americans are getting infected every day. So it's unfortunately much worse than it even appears.
Boy, that is a very sobering number, which means hospitalizations, deaths are going to increase as well.
There's no doubt about it. In my mind, between now and Inauguration Day, unless we take bold action, we're likely to see an additional 100,000 Americans dying. That's awful. I think we can prevent it, but we've got to take more aggressive action now.
You said bold. We saw President-elect Biden come out yesterday calling people time and time again to wear masks. What more needs to be done right now?
Yeah, so masks are absolutely essential. I think Congress needs to get money to states, and states need to expand testing so we can start identifying people instead of missing them. Those are two critical things that I think are really important right now, and everybody should be pulling in the same direction.
Dr. Jha, thanks for coming back with us again this morning.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.